Hi guys, Carried here. I wanted to start connecting my blog to this YouTube account because it's sort of keeping up with all the conservative shit at the moment. My blog is Tories Slowly Killing Britain .com if you want to catch up with it. Basically, it was a budget on the 8th, which was Wednesday, and as normal, it's picking on the vulnerable society. You can't think of anything different. I was just going to read through what I put on my blog. We yesterday saw the dreaded summer budget. Well, as normal, dreaded by the poor, welcomed by the rich, we know that. I know one thing, this Conservative government has no conscience whatsoever. How they sleep at night is beyond me. But hey, they got £1,000 pay rise while the rest of us mere mortals struggle to put food on the table, rely on handouts with the economy sliding down into the eternal black hole and more, rely on the food banks. Child poverty is at an all-time high, even though the Conservatives try to hide that with their new definition of child poverty. How they did that is beyond me. That is obviously brought in specifically to cover the fact that 60% of the children in the UK now live in poverty. They still refuse to publish the numbers of the benefit claimants who are receiving either ESA or sickness benefits that had their money stopped, sanctioned, or were told they were fit for work and have died as a result of the cuts. Which is clear, we know that. But many people, even thousands, have died from these cuts, but they just will not publish the results. Anti-austerity marches have taken place all over the country to protest cuts. Petitions have been signed by over 200,000, I think it's about 250,000 now, people to get figures released of the deaths and to stop the cuts, yet they still ignore us. It makes me truly sick that these people are responsible for our futures. Our very lives are held in their hands. I don't know how we're going to make it for the next 4 years, us poor disabled people. I don't know how we're going to do it. The poor, the working class, people with families, it's just ridiculous. And they are happy to keep attacking, harassing and killing the poorest, illest and most vulnerable in society. These were just a few of the things outlined in the budget. Welfare and pensions, working age benefits to be frozen for 4 years, including tax credits and local allowances. Rent in social housing sectors will be reduced by 1% a year for the next 4 years. Higher income households in social housing will be required to pay rents at a market rate. Typical. Tax credits and universal credits will be restricted to 2 children, affecting those born after 2017. Bloody hell. Reduced earnings level for tax credits, withdrawal from 6,420 to 3,850. Disability benefits will not be taxed or means tested until they decide to do otherwise. 18 to 21-year-olds will not be entitled to claim housing benefit automatically with a new earn-to-learn obligation. In other words, you're going to work for fuck all. Employment and support allowance payments for claimants deemed able to work to be aligned with job seekers' allowance for new claimants. So whether you're dying of cancer or you've got ME to, I don't know, Alzheimer's, you'll still have to work when they tell you to, or you won't get your money. State pensions, triple lock to be protected. I'm not sure what that one means. I'm going to have to look into that one. Green paper published on proposals for a radical change to pension savings system. So there we go, pensioners affected. Annual tax relief on pension contributions to be limited to $10,000 a year. No, I don't know what that means. Personal taxation and pay. Introduction of a new living wage for all workers over 25, starting at £7.20. Yay! From April 2016 is set to reach £9 an hour by 2020. What about those under 25? Bloody hell. Inheritance tax threshold will be increased to 1 million from 2017, so the rich are getting richer again. Personal tax allowance to rise to 11,000 next year. point at which people start paying income tax at 40p to rise from 42,385 to 43,000. Wow, they raised that a lot, didn't they? And I got this from BBC, which they talk a lot of shit anyway, so. But it was on the telly, so there you go. I found this flowchart online from HuffPost UK, which I thought was the best way of explaining it. Let me just enlarge it a minute. Here we go. Put it back into your screen. Hang on, let me just rearrange this so you can see it. Was the budget good for your handy flowchart? I think this is bloody brilliant. Do you own a house, live in South East, have a well-paid job, are over 25, are just deceased with loads of loot? Then the budget was good for you. Do you earn loads, own a bank, own sleight of hand distraction techniques used to redistribute wealth from the poor to the rich, or are you George Osborne? Ka-ching! The budget was brilliant for you. Are you poor, vulnerable, disabled, student, renting in the North, Scottish, struggling to make ends meet, stupid enough to be born in the last 25 years? Then you're screwed. I think that basically sums the budget up. I'll see you later and update you when I've done my next blog. Thank you for listening.